Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, Odyssey Off-Road. I got a little quick video here for you today. A lot of questions about the Dynojet powervisions 3 tuner here for the Maverick Sport Max. So I'm going to go over a little bit how you hook it up, the tune file that I run, and just a little quick run through of it and give you my opinions on it. All right, hang on.
All right, so this is how it comes in the box when you get shipped to your house. You have the part number and serial number here for you. It's the same model they use for the Maverick Trail, so if you have a Maverick Trail, you're going to get the same tuner. It's just the only thing that's going to vary is the tune that you're going to download to it from the Dynojet website onto the unit itself. So you open the box, you get essentially 2 wires. One of them connects to the tuner and plugs into your diagnostic port under the dash, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. And then the other wire is USB that will connect to your computer so that you can download the tune for your machine. All right, so walk you over to the machine with it. I'll show you where the plug is under the dash, and then just run through it real quick, show you what it can do, show you the tune file I'm running, and hopefully that'll answer most of the questions for you. Okay, so the plug that the Dynojet tuner is going to plug into is the diagnostic port on these machines. If you're not aware, I'll show you where that is. It's right under the dashboard, right under near the steering column here. So you're going to get on the steering column. You'll see right up here to your left, there's a couple plugs in there. It's this one square one. It's gray on mine. It should be gray on all of yours. It's going to pull it out. You'll see it's not connected to anything. Okay, if you stick your finger in there, there's no pins or anything. It just goes into a dead plastic cavity where it just holds the plug, keeps it clean. So you're going to take this plug and see if I can do this with one hand. You're going to plug it into the Dynojet here, just like that. All right, and then we'll come up. So grab the unit right here, and what we'll do, you're going to turn the key on. All right, just turn the ignition on. Okay, you'll see the Dynojet lights up. It's going to show you all sorts of stuff. So I have it set to show me, now you can leave this in the unit. Some people do it where they mount it right here. They come up with ways to mount it. I do not leave it in there. I've heard that the sun, it gets rather hot here in southern Arizona. I've heard the sun kind of wreaks havoc on the screen. If it's in direct sunlight for a while. And to be honest with you, I don't really need it sitting in here. I flashed the tune and then I took it out. So, but you can see, super simple to operate. I have it set up to, it'll show you pedal position. Channel 4, I don't have anything on that right now. Because I don't leave it in here. I just kind of, when I first hooked it up, just to fiddle around with it. Shows you voltage, ECT. So what I'll do here is run through the menu, and you can have it show you all sorts of things, and you can set each channel to show you a different different thing. If you want to monitor the engine temperature, the voltage, like throttle position, like I already showed you. There's a whole array of things you can program it to show you. And then if you hit this square button here, that's kind of like the main menu. You'll see Flash Tune, Vehicle Tools, and that's so if you have the check engine light comes on, it goes into limp mode, throws a code. You can read those codes and clear them with this as well. So that's another nice feature to have. You don't got to be scrolling through Facebook trying to figure out what certain codes mean, and you can just call your dealer and say, hey, this is the code I got, what's going on. You can clear them with this if it's just something that was tripped by a belt slippage or something like that and they need to be cleared. You can just clear it right with this unit here instead of a trip to the dealer. So if you go to Flash Tune, select that, you'll see the files that I have loaded on here. That is the tune that I am running, the 25008102 .djt, so for Dynojet tune. That's their other tune. They have 2 tunes available for this machine. I downloaded them both on here. One of them is a little more aggressive, which is the 02. The 01 is a little milder. To be honest with you, I don't know how much of a difference, because I just went straight for the tune ending in 02. So the 02 and 01, it tells me that that was the more up-to-date tune, with it being version 2. So then you'll see you also have the stock tune. So you're also gonna, when you get this, a lot of times they're blank. There's no tunes on them. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. You're gonna hook it up to the dash like I showed you. You're gonna turn it on, follow the directions. It'll be on the menu here. You're gonna go through it. It's gonna read the VIN from your ECU. You're then gonna turn it off, unplug it, plug it into your computer, download the tune, go to the Dynojet website. It'll scan your unit here, see what kind of machine that you're using it for, and then it'll show you the tunes available for your car. You're going to download the ones you want. You're going to drag and drop them, super simple, right onto this unit. It doesn't get any easier, I'm telling you. And then you're also going to download the stock tune, and then when you come to your machine, you're going to flash it with the new tune. If you want to put it back to stock, you're going to have the stock tune on here as well. So if you want to go to the dealer and you're concerned, you can just return it to stock. If you're going to sell the unit, you want to return it to stock and use this for another vehicle, you can just return it to stock, sell the car, or trade it in, whatever you're going to do, and you can have this for another, if you're going to get another Can-Am Sport or Trail. So that's it. Super easy to use. If you guys have any questions, if I missed anything, you need any more details, let me know. But basically, my thoughts on it, I absolutely love it. As you guys may or may not have seen in my previous videos, I run 32s on the machine, and obviously that does rob quite a bit of power, significant amount of power in my opinion. There's guys out there that'll tell you that they didn't feel any difference putting 32s on their machine, going from the stock 27s, and I will say that's bullshit, because it's just common sense. You're going to add that much more weight per wheel and that much more tire diameter. You're going to lose power. If you don't think you are, then keep stock size. So you do lose quite a bit of power. I had thought about changing the clutching. I got this Dynojet tuner for Christmas from my wife as a gift, and it's faster now than it was stock with the factory tires on it. So I have no desire at this point to even do the clutch kit. I'm going to leave it as is and run it. It rips with the weight with this tune on there. I'm telling you, it wakes it right up. Everybody's like, how much horsepower, how much this, how much that. This is a naturally aspirated machine. In other words, it's not turboed, right? You're not going to get gobs of horsepower numbers from a tune on a naturally aspirated machine. The way you get gobs of horsepower from a tune on a turbo car is because it increases boost and all of that. Obviously, you're going to get significant more power on a turbo car when you're increasing the boost pressure. You don't have that on a NA machine, so you're not going to get a tremendous amount of horsepower. If you get 4 or 5 horsepower, it's probably a lot. What it does do is these things, as you all know, the throttle mapping on them is set from the factory, a little reserved. So especially on these 4-seaters, I noticed they're way milder. The throttle map tuning is way milder than the 2-seaters are. And I don't know if that's because of the weight of the machine and the extra length they come from the factory. They just detune them a little bit so that break axles and break stuff, and that's the purpose behind why they tune down the throttle so much from the factories, so you don't break shit. But if you're gonna do this tune, you're not going to get a ton of horsepower. You're going to get 4 or 5 horsepower maybe, but you are going to feel significant difference because it's going to change the whole throttle mapping curve, the air-fuel ratio curve and everything. You're going to get more even power throughout the throttle input. So, to me, it lacked a lot in the mid-range even before I changed the tires, and that is night and day difference with this. It takes out all the torque limiting. You can raise your rev limiter. You can also send the info that keep it plugged in, and it will read your computer and how it's running. You can send that file to Dynojet and tell them what you want, and they will create a custom tune for you. So if you want your rev limiter, increased to 8,500 or 9,000. I don't know why you'd go that high. They'll do it for you. If you want a certain things tweaked, you can tell them what you want. They'll tweak the file for you and send you a new file back. You load it onto the tuner, plug it in, good to go. So guys, I hope this was informative for you. I got more videos coming. If you have anything specific you want to know or anything, let me know. Leave comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. Try to make this as informational as possible. That's the whole purpose of this channel, especially for these machines. Not a lot of content out there, so hope this was informative for some of you. Any questions, again, please like, share, and subscribe. Helps me out a ton. I enjoy doing this, so if there's anything you guys want to know about the machine, looking at getting one, video you want me to do, review on anything I have on the machine. If you haven't seen my other videos, I have an overview of the machine where I talk about all the, briefly touch on all the mods I have on it. And that's it. All right, guys, enjoy. Stay safe out there with all this COVID-19 stuff. I know it's still difficult, but we'll get through it together. And then hopefully in a month or so, we'll all be out riding together again. We'll see you out on trails, and stay safe.